stories.
So I totally agree with your the traveling thing, right? Like I was born in Lucknow. We moved to Delhi. My dad
Oh,
had a traveling
oh,
job.
I had no idea.
Yeah, and then we moved to Coimbatore, and then I on my own got a job at Hyderabad, and then I lived in Bangalore. So I
Wow.
can speak all those languages.
Yeah.
I mean, not
All
fluently
of them?
now because it's no, yeah, like 20
Really?
years, right? So the fluency
That's
goes.
such a talent.
But in Hyderabad, I could actually get by, right? Like where how to
Mm.
get to a location or whatever. I had a field
Mm.
job, and then same thing with Bangalore. I could pick up on Kannada and all that stuff. So anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, when you live all over, you don't differentiate North Indian, South
Yeah.
Indian, Hindu, Muslim. My dad was like, if you ask anybody their religion, I will break your legs. That is none of your business.
Oh, I like your dad already.
he's he's passed away
Oh, I'm
29
sorry.
years ago.
Oh,
But yeah, no, so my whole thing was that was ingrained that you don't differentiate between what the caste and creed and all that. You don't talk about that. You're human, they're human. So I eventually I'm having a hard time finding orphanages to partner with me, right? So
mm.
right now I just have it just so happened a whole bunch of kids have come whose dads have passed away.
Oh
So I was
no.
like, oh, maybe God is telling me to
Yeah.
help these kids out because I was in a similar situation.
Mm.
But I eventually do want to do orphans. And the
Mm.
reason is with orphans, there will be no caste, there will be no religion.
Right.
Creating an impact, like creating a cohort of 500 kids who don't care about caste, creed, religion, considering how it's going on in India right now, right? Like that will be so powerful. And
Will be
they'll teach their
immense.
children that we don't know our caste and creed, we don't know our religion, we're
Yeah.
just humans and we'll respect other humans and we love everyone. I think I'm living in a dream world. But it would be fabulous to create something like that instead
Yeah.
of being like, oh, I'm this religion and my religion's better. I would love that. But more importantly for me, it's the girls being completely independent,
Right.
not having to depend on anybody for their financial needs.
Yes.
Right there, it gives
Yes.
you a
So
level of confidence.
it seems to me, Sheetal, that you're trying to solve many problems with your project. And even though you might think your numbers are small right now, I think you're on to something, and you should
I
definitely I would say expand your resources.
Yeah,
And this is something I learned through our classes as well, that
yeah,
don't do anything alone. Why would you do
right,
anything alone? There are so many people who share your mission.
right,
It's just
right,
a matter of finding your tribe
right.
and then
So mine
taking it.
this year, we first year we've done fundraising, and only because of my nephew. He's 18 years old. He said, I need a
Wow.
purpose in my life.
Okay.
I'm going to start drawing for Sumna and sharing it on TikTok and all that stuff. When I
Yes.
have this many followers, whatever, whatever. He single-handedly managed to raise $10,000 in funds. And I'm like,
Wow. Can I
the
adopt
government.
your nephew?
So I've also given, but you see what I'm
Yes.
saying, right? His
Yes.
goal was 10,000. We're like 900 and 9,700 and something, or
Right.
8,800, something like that. Very close. But
Yes.
he did that.
Yeah.
And then I went and said, okay, let me find more kids. So this year, that's
Right.
why we've added 6 kids. And
And
my dream
this is a
now,
key point. I think you're hitting a key point because 10,000 in the scale of
yeah,
philanthropic fundraising may seem so small, but
yeah,
we have to remember that the exchange rates in the countries where we are serving communities are so weak that that money goes really far.
long way,
Like,
very long way.
we raised in a birthday fundraiser, I raised a few thousand
Yeah.
dollars over a few days for this project, but they've been able to construct an entire classroom. So a new school has
Wow.
been constructed, and they are
That's
accommodating the girl students in that building as well. So just look
wow.
at the impact, even a small
Right,
effort with
right.
a moderate sized fundraising can
Yeah,
have. So those
right,
$10,000 your nephew raised for you
right.
are gold for the students you are serving in India, isn't it?
Absolutely. And so my whole thing is I wouldn't have added these 6 kids had I not gotten his
See?
support and his
Yeah,
his
amazing.
motivation. Like I would have been like, maybe next year, whatever, whatever.
Yeah,
He just pushed. And so I always tell him, you've changed these 6 kids' lives. I mean, as long as they
absolutely.
study well and not fail, that's one of my thing. Like if they're going to goof around, then we won't support them. We'll add other kids.
Yeah.
But every year, if we could do this,
Mm,
that'll be like super fun, right? Like,
absolutely.
yeah.
And
So that's my
Sheetal, you
dream.
remember our summer course in our MPA program? There was mathematics, and one of the things I took away from that course was the power law function.
Yeah, yeah,
So you start small, and it's
yeah.
like arithmetic progression in the beginning.
Yes,
But once
right,
you hit that momentum,
right.
the growth might be so exponential that you may struggle to handle it.
Struggle to handle it. That's what that's
That's our dream, isn't it?
that's a dream. I would love to struggle to handle
Yeah,
it. That
yeah,
would be fabulous. But no, seriously, like all of them, and all, their moms are very grateful and
yeah,
really, really, because they're like, oh, I lost my husband 10 years ago, and those
yes,
kind of stories. And I'm like, oh my
yeah,
God, this is fabulous. And good students, very good
yeah.
students. I've seen all their mark sheets and all that.
Ooh.
And the girls I was telling you, right? The girls, the two BTech girls, toppers.
Mm.
One was always college first rank, another one was always
Wow.
college first rank, second rank. And so when I see
Amazing.
those, it's like, wow, these are girls who are determined, want to do it, change their lives, make a difference. And I'm like, perfect. We should do everything to support. And once they're on
Absolutely.
their own,
Yes.
we're all set.
Yeah. Wow. What a wonderful project. And I really hope that this project expands and
Thank
meets
you.
and exceeds your vision.
Oh, thank you. I would love that. I mean, imagine doing 600
And
kids.
likewise, I would love to someday I would love to take you to Thailand and show
I would
this work
love
that
that.
we're doing with the
Very much.
Burmese refugees as well. But tell me what's next for you? Like, what's the
I was going
immediate
to
next
ask you.
prior? Oh, okay, I beat you to it.
I was going to ask you that. So no, what I need right now in terms of funding is to take these six kids through 12th. I did
Mhm.
the calculations, is like $22,000 at the current exchange rates, and assuming that the fees doesn't increase much. And that'll take them through entire, like, some of them for 6 years and all that. And then eventually work on their college fund. Once I have that, then
Mm,
I can add another maybe four, five, six kids
definitely.
but I need the funds
Mhm.
because I don't want to be like, oh, 12th standard, goodbye. I need the
Yeah,
money. So that
definitely.
would be my next goal or
Great.
target. But
And if
what's
people
yours?
want to donate to your cause, there is a web page that they can go to and donate,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So we'll
Suna.org.
put that in our
Yeah, yeah.
video description when we do that.
And it's 501(c)(3, so tax benefit you will get, so whatever you
Yes,
give. And then benefity, like if somebody's in an organization that has benefity, if
right.
you give 100, it becomes double. And
Oh,
some
amazing.
places do too. So if they give 100, we get 300.
Oh,
So
that's
just,
amazing.
I
So
know,
it's
right?
much
That's
better to donate through Benevity then.
through benefity if your
Absolutely.
organization's participating in it.
That's
So
great. And this is important to have a proper structure
yeah,
in place.
right.
Like you were going to ask me this question as well, and I want to share that Hope Thailand is actually a registered charity in Canada. So
Okay,
Canada
Canada. Okay.
Helps
Yeah.
is the website that can directly send the
Right.
donations to them, and it goes
Right.
straight into their work on building the learning centers. I will post the website for that as well here. So my
Right.
fundraiser, which was for this school, is now complete, but
Okay.
people can directly donate to Hope Thailand, and the
Yeah.
money will still contribute to building the accommodations and the school. So,
Right.
what's next for me is really to equip their computer lab with more computers.
Nice.
Because
Okay.
one of the things which you mentioned briefly is also that there needs to be an employment pathway after 12th grade when they
Right.
graduate. And the easiest one right now is to impart digital and AI proficiency skills to kids who are graduating. So that's my big vision. We would love to set up a computer lab with, say, 25 computers, and
That's
we're
awesome.
looking for people who would be willing to either donate the money so we can acquire those
Yeah.
computers or donate computers themselves. So,
Yeah.
my
I mean,
ideal case scenario would be Cisco
You
or
should,
HP or Microsoft
yeah,
coming in and
Dell
saying
or
that, hey,
whatever, Dell
here
or
are
HP, all of
100,
them.
100 computers, set up your lab, you know?
All set. All
Yeah.
set. You should totally write to them and talk about
Definitely.
that and say bring that up. That's fabulous. That is like, yeah, I hope yours also happens very quickly and
Yes, fingers
you
crossed.
get that. But yeah, so when you're saying laptops, right, so important. So one girl I had started when she was in fourth grade, just gave her a laptop.
Oh,
Yeah, she finished her 10th standard, and I said, "Oh, you know what? If you do get good marks, I'll give you a laptop." She got a laptop.
that's
Both
lovely.
the sisters have laptops now. The brother, they have a sibling. The brother, he has a laptop. They all have laptops. So you
Yes,
have to give them that. Otherwise, how
right.
are they supposed to
Absolutely.
compete with the real world? And
No,
so
no,
then
no.
that's my thing, right? So with these $22,000, only their fees is taken care of,
Yeah.
fees and
Yeah.
maybe uniforms. But they at some point I'll have to get them laptops. At some point I have to send them to college. So
Yes.
I have to think of like that.
Yes,
That's where,
definitely,
yeah,
definitely. And
that's
it's,
where.
I think it's the need of the day. It's
Yes,
really essential to equip them with the tools and the
right,
abilities, the skills to do what they can do as contributing citizens of the world.
right, absolutely,
So, you
absolutely. And
know,
I can't wait to see them get fabulous jobs. When my first girl got it into TCS, I was like, oh my God, thank you
yeah,
so much.
it's just the beginning, Sheetal.
That's the beginning. Amen, amen. I like that a
Yes,
lot. I like that so
yes, but
much.
you know,
Thank
it's been so refreshing to speak to you 1 year after we both left. I mean, you are still in Boston, but we both
That's
left
the one.
Harvard, and to see our projects blossoming in our respective geographies. I always say to you, right, like it's the same project, different geographies.
Different
And
geographies, the same concept. You are helping kids with education, mostly girls, right? Are you doing mostly
mostly
girls?
girls, but there are
Yeah.
boys too.
Yeah, my thing was also most, I wanted to do only girls. But then if you have a brother who's also there, and how can
Exactly.
you say, no, I won't do a brother? So I've
Yes.
done like brother and sister. There are a couple of brothers and sisters
Nice.
also. So I'm like, okay, you know what?
Wonderful.
As long as you study well, as long the my that's my thing. Like you work
Yes.
hard, and get good marks, we're
And
good
I
because
think
then I know there's
there's an
somebody.
insight here. I think in our profession, we often tend to think of individuals as the basic unit of society, but I challenge that thinking in my work. I think a family is a
Yeah,
basic unit in society because families form ecosystems.
right,
And so if you only help part of the family,
right,
it makes a difference. But if
right.
you help everyone, it's like 1 plus 1 is 11, not two,
Right.
right?
Absolutely. I totally get it. And you know, when this one sister said, "Can you help my other sister?" And I was like, okay, it's a no-brainer. But then
Yeah,
the thing is, you will get a job. Like that's
totally.
my goal. Like I don't want you
Totally.
to just be like, oh, I got a degree and I'm sitting at home.
Amazing.
And yeah, so that's what the goal is.
So,
But
you
no,
know,
this is great.
my takeaway from our, our tea conversation today is, um, I think when we can achieve scale, we should go for it for sure.
Right,
But there
right,
are a lot of small context-specific problems where
right.
scale may be overrated. And
I agree.
in fact, the ambition for, only addressing problems where we can make an impact at scale kind of
Right.
makes us blind to these smaller context-specific opportunities that may surround us all the time to make a
100%.
difference.
I'll tell you why I'm like so wowed about what you just said, because for me, from 2008 to 2018, my it was my excuse, right? I don't have enough money. How am I
Mm.
going to do it? How do I do it? I don't have enough kids. Constant excuses till
Yeah,
my husband said, just do it.
just
We
do
will
it.
figure it out. And then I got one kid, and then I got two more, and then I got three more, like third kid, and then fourth one.
Right.
So it just kept happening. And I was like, thank goodness I didn't sit like, oh, when I get hundreds of thousands of dollars, I will do it. I did it with
Absolutely.
little. And
Yeah.
now I can proudly say we've done 11. I mean, of course, my six have just started as the first year. But you see what I'm saying, right? Like, thank goodness I didn't make excuses. Like scale will, when it happens at large
When
scale,
it happens, it will come like a tsunami. But until
it'll
then, we
happen.
are not sitting still.
Why make excuses? Make a difference in one person's life and two people, and then it'll become five, and then it'll become 11, and
Yes,
keep going forward. It's just fabulous.
absolutely.
I'm so glad that I stopped making that excuse and saying, oh, only when it becomes really big, only when I become rich will I be able to. This has made so much difference. Now they've already graduated from school. Had I not done it,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
there's where I'm like, okay, you know what? Stop making excuses.
Yeah,
Do
well, cheers to that, Sheetal.
absolutely,
And I
absolutely.
hope the scale tsunami happens soon, but until then, we have our work cut out.
For you, it's already there. 770 kids is a fabulous number.
Yes,
Huge
yes.
goal for
But
me to achieve someday.
I hope that I wish that number weren't that large because nobody should be displaced, but at
Yeah.
least we are
Oh,
able to
no,
help.
sorry.
And no, no, I know
Yes,
you
no,
didn't
no,
mean that.
sorry. Yeah.
I didn't mean that.
But being able to do that makes you feel so much like such a satisfaction in your life, right? Like you're right. It shouldn't be that many people who are displaced. You're right about that. But at least you're being blessed to do.
I am the lucky one.